Have you ever spent hours looking for the right song for your edit and you know for a fact, this is it. This is the song I want in my video. And then, well, you drag it in and you realize, it's a little short. Yeah, that sucks, but you don't have to worry about that anymore because Adobe has something called the remix tool. First thing you need to do is select your remix tool. And to do that, we need to hold down on the ripple edit tool. And there at the bottom is remix tool. Now, instead of going in and saying, let's cut right here and blend this together with a crossfade, we're actually going to select the audio track and drag it to our preferred length. Yeah, that just happened. That's crazy. And what's really cool is these little lines right here indicate an edit with the remix tool. And if I was to play this section, you would not know that we just had an edit. It's so seamless. The problem is, since these indicate an edit, this part is super repetitive, like annoying repetitive. So we're going to select the audio clip here and we're going to go over to the Essential Sound panel. If you don't see that, go to Window, Essential Sound. And basically we're going to mess with two different settings under Customize. Target duration, don't worry about that. We actually just did that by dragging the audio track to our preferred length. So the one we care about the most is segments. There is an option for variations, and in some situations, you are going to want to mess with that. Maybe longer, crazier audio tracks. But for me, when I'm doing YouTube videos, I really just care about the segments not being the same part over and over and over. So what we want to do is you can slide this back and forth, but I always go for fewer. You might want to mess with it and go more or less. That's going to depend on your project, your audio track, and all those different things. But for me, I find that going with 0 segments is literally the best option possible. So now if we look at our audio track, there's one change and it looks like it did a pretty good job with the song in terms of keeping it, moving well. So if we go here and listen to the change, let's see if we can notice it. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a difference in terms of like goes from woo 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 to but most people aren't going to notice that, especially if there's some crazy stuff happening in the B-roll. And again, that's an example using this song. Now, if we want, we can still stay on this tool and change the variations. And I'll show you what that looks like. So basically, if I want it to be more harmonic, I can choose this and it will make those adjustments where necessary. But for me, I like to just keep it in the middle because I don't really care which option it is. I just don't want a bunch of segments. And granted, I can bring this up to 1.4 or 2.3 and it's not as annoying, but if you're going to go up here, you are going to drive your viewers crazy. That's it though for this tool. We made it work. If we do want this to actually be a little bit longer so that it goes to the end with a nice little fade, you can drag it out a little longer. If you find that you're still not getting the exact duration you want, you might have to drag it out extra and trim a little of the fat off the intro. But again, it's going to depend on all the segments and variations and all that fun stuff, but you will make it work. I promise. Give it a few minutes and you're going to find that this is a solution you've needed your entire life. And real quick, before I end this, you might see stretch and be like, what does that do? Don't touch it. It literally is going to make it like slow motion just to fit the length you need. Don't mess with it. But real quick, before you go, you should check out Upbeat. They're not sponsoring this, but that's where I got the music from. I now use them for all of my channels because you can whitelist 3 at a time, which is insane. And it's cheaper than Epidemic Sound. So I'll leave a link to Upbeat in the description below. It will be an affiliate link. Go ahead and do that if you want to support my channel and have awesome music for your videos. But with that said, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.